There's nothing like a chilly, crisp fall morning where you have some of the windows open, there's a cool breeze rolling in, a beautiful fall scenery to look at out the window, a cozy fire going, and nowhere to be with a long to-do list at home. Those are some of my favorite days. And today we're playing catch up. I have lots of laundry to do and cleaning to get done. So I really hope and pray that this video is a motivation to you, an encouragement to you to tackle something in your own home. So if you have laundry or dishes or things to wipe down, I encourage you to get started on that now while you're watching this or even just listening to this today. I'm sort of just turning the camera on this day whenever I had pockets of time to clean. And early in the morning when I'm sipping on my first cup of coffee, I typically like to get laundry rolling. That's just what works for me. I find if I can get it done earlier in the day, I'm more productive and I'm more likely to get it all the way done and not just leave it for hours on end. So that's what I'm starting with. But man, I have been playing some serious laundry catch up the last few days. If you follow me over on Instagram, then you already saw, but if not, we have been overseas the last few weeks. We did a Mediterranean cruise. It was a 10-day cruise. We saw 10 cities, 5 countries. We were in Italy and Croatia and Greece and France and Monaco and Spain. And we saw so many beautiful things and experienced so many fun memories together as a family. I'm so grateful. We went with Caleb's extended family and it was the trip of a lifetime. But all that to say, we are home now, getting settled. I love our little life here in Ohio. And as amazing as it is seeing the world, there really is no place like home. I've been using the Downy fragrance boosters lately with my laundry and they just smell so good. I want to say the scent is like ocean mist or something. It smells so clean. I love using it on linens and towels, but this is your friendly reminder as I'm watching this back, make your bed today. Whether you're watching this at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m., get your bed made. It's gonna set the tone for your entire day. You're gonna lead a more productive day and feel more accomplished, which is going to boost your mood and make you a happier person. So if you haven't made your bed yet this morning, do yourself a favor, head in there. It doesn't have to be pretty or perfect, just get it made. Waking up early and being productive starts with a good night's sleep. And I love My Dream by Beam. And Beam is having their largest sale ever. And they're giving you guys early access. So you definitely want to check this out. So if you aren't familiar, Dream is a guilt-free, indulgent, hot chocolate drink mix that is packed with amazing sleep ingredients. I have zero trouble falling asleep. My issue is staying asleep. And I really feel like when I take the time to make my Beam at night, it helps me sleep so soundly through the night. And another point that Caleb and I both can agree to is it's just a great little sweet treat before bed. It's a great way to wind down and add to your bedtime routine.
Dream helps you fall asleep quickly, helps you stay asleep longer, getting that more deeper restorative sleep that's good for recovery, just for your mind and your body, and it's wonderful.
Yes, I can truly say, especially if I combine this, it's great with just water. It's only 15 calories, so it really is guilt-free. But if you want to treat yourself or you're an athlete looking to recover after a tough workout day, I really like to combine my Beam with some type of protein drink, like a chocolate protein milk and a scoop of Beam. It's delicious, it's packed with protein, and then I get those good sleep ingredients as well. It's no secret that getting a good night's sleep is important and provides so many amazing benefits like increased energy, improved mood, reduced stress, better immune response, and so much more.
Yeah, I feel like before Dream, I would wake up really groggy with sleep inertia, just having a hard
Yeah,
time getting
for
going.
sure.
And now I wake up feeling a lot more rested, ready to attack the day. My readiness score is higher. I just feel better all around.
It's true. And Caleb even travels quite a bit for work, and he even brings it with when he's
Yeah.
on the road because
Yeah.
he knows it's so important for a good night's sleep. So you can shop early access to Beam's largest sale ever using the link down in the description below or scan the QR code on screen for up to 50% off of your favorite Beam product. I will say my personal favorite is the original. I love the cinnamon cocoa flavor. Caleb really likes the vanilla chai, so those are just a couple that I encourage you to try. So again, a big thanks to Beam for sponsoring today's video.
In every family, depending on how old your kids are, or maybe they're out of the house, or maybe you haven't had kids yet, but in every family dynamic, I'm learning there are different seasons and rhythms, and learning to kind of plan your routines around those seasons and rhythms are so crucial to your mental health and well-being. For us as a family, August and September are incredibly busy in this time of life with school-aged, elementary-aged kids, and that probably won't change anytime soon with them going back to school after a slow, lazy summer. Also, sports ramp up for us right at the back to school time. We do soccer, all three of them play, and so we lived at the soccer fields through most of September and into October, and we're still not done. My daughter qualified for state, so she's playing in November, but nonetheless, I have to just know ahead of time that's going to be a busier season for us, and that's okay to let some things fall to the wayside. It's okay to do more crock pot meals and easy meals or even carry out meals. Like, just knowing that certain seasons are there, they don't last forever. But now that we're into almost November, things have slowed way down for us. And now I feel like I can really appreciate my home again. I feel like I have the time and the capacity to care for my home well, to do more cooking, to do more baking, and to now look forward to the holiday season. And so I'm doing my best to slow way down, to be intentional, and I encourage you as well. Look at where you're at, where your family's at. Know that it's okay to have ebbs and flows of busyness, but make sure you have pockets throughout the year that are slow too, because that is so important. And speaking of just kind of slowing down, I found that I am just really passionate about this topic. I think the American family is just too busy these days, you guys, and I'm guilty too, so I'm not pointing fingers. But since we are sort of slowing way down, sports are kind of dwindling, we might do a couple little activities, but nothing crazy. I really want to take the winter to, again, just be intentional with my time, really let the outdoors reflect what's going on inside my home. I want to slow down. I want to get more sleep. I want to spend more time in the kitchen, but our evenings are a little bit more free or freed up. And so something our family really loves to do, we love to play board games. So let me know down in the comments below if you're a family with youngerish kids, elementary age kids, what are your favorite board games? I would love to hear from you guys. So I feel like today's video topic is all about different seasons of life unintentionally, but um, coming back to what we're doing today here, caring for my home, caring for the home if you're cleaning along with me, I find that I change as seasons of life change with kids. And maybe you can relate to this, or maybe not, maybe you just kind of stay the same, but I found that when my kids were babies and toddlers, we thrived on a schedule, whether it was what time we eat, what time we nap. And my homemaking reflected that as well. I was very, very rigid and stuck to a strict schedule because I may only had 1 hour in the day that was free to do X, Y, or Z during nap time or whatever that looked like. You know, my focus was so much more on the kids, and I just didn't have a lot of freed up mental space to do the things I wanted to do. And so if you have littles at home, I encourage you. That season is so fleeting. I know everybody says that, and it's not something we like to hear, but it's true. So leave the mess. It's okay. Go hug your kids. Go play with them on the floor. You won't regret it. But all that to say, I find now I'm in a much more relaxed state of parenthood. I have more time and more capacity. And instead of being super rigid, I find that I'm quite the opposite. I'm much more relaxed when it comes to a cleaning schedule. As long as things don't look terrible, it's fine. Like, I am a spot cleaner through and through right now. I might run through a space and go, oh, that table looks dusty, that table looks dusty, and you'll see me wipe them down. Or I'll notice the couch cushions start to look a little haggard, so I'll wash them or shave them, like you just saw me shave the couch cushion here in our great room. Or I'll notice the floor. I don't really have to notice. The floors, I will say, with a golden retriever, I'm sweeping and mopping constantly. But again, in zones. Like one day I might just do the entry because I notice it looks bad and I have company coming over. Another day I'll do the kitchen and dining room. I very seldomly do a lot all in the same day. I kind of just find 5 or 10 minutes here or there. This video looks like I cleaned all day long, but I didn't. I would have 10 minutes and I'd put up the camera, and then I'd have 10 minutes again and I'd put up the camera. So don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's the first thing, that's for sure. But all that to say, like, it's okay to do what works for you. And I have found since moving into the house, I thought I'd be more rigid again because I want everything to stay new and fresh and nice, but you know, I don't want to be cleaning 24/7. And so with less clutter, with less stuff, we downsized considerably all of our things in the move. I find that it is much easier to clean and keep clean, and I can get away with kind of just spot cleaning. So that's another encouragement to you today. Don't feel like you have to have the perfect cleaning schedule to keep a clean, tidy home. Just set timers, 10-minute timers a few times a week, and just clean what you can. If you notice something, touch on it, and trust me, nobody else is looking. You might have noticed the sprinklers going off in our front yard and asking yourself, what the heck is going on out there? Well, an exciting update. We planted grass seed. We took all the weeds out, we did some soil work, and we planted grass seed. So in the coming weeks, hopefully by Thanksgiving, we'll have some grass. I don't know how much grass. We're definitely praying for rain over here. If you're watching this, say a quick prayer for rain for me. That would mean a lot. So we don't have to use up water, but yeah, we are so excited to have grass for Maggie, for the kids, and just so it looks nice. We're really, really excited and thankful to have been able to do that. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll share updates as things progress. And speaking of having to vacuum and sweep every day because of Maggie, is she not just like a pitiful princess sitting there on the sofa watching me? I feel like her humble servant. She definitely is the queen of the house these days. But I always am amazed at how much hair comes up. I think I'm back in the market for a robot vacuum. I've used them in the past. I've never been able to stay consistent with one for some reason. I think because Maggie really didn't like it. But she's older now, and I don't know, I'm thinking about it that way. Twice a day we just run it instead of me having to vacuum so often. So let me know if you have recommendations for one down below. As far as mopping goes, I love my Bona mop for everyday mopping, and I just use the Bona hardwood spray, or I think it's LVP spray. It's specific. You can get it at Lowe's or Target or anywhere you buy cleaning supplies. But it has a very fresh, clean scent, and it does such a good job. It doesn't leave any streaks, and it really does feel clean when I'm done. So I'll just run around the house, and like I said before, I'll spot clean my floors as needed, and then maybe like once a month, maybe every 6 weeks, depending on how much I need to, I'll do like a deep clean with an old school mop. But for everyday wear, the Bona does a great job. I cannot believe how close we are to Thanksgiving. Wow. Like, where's this year going? Um, Another reason to slow down and just enjoy every moment. This year is going to wrap up so quickly, I just know it. But I'm so excited to be in the house for Thanksgiving and to cook my first Thanksgiving dinner here. Let me know down in the comments below if you would like to see a healthy Thanksgiving recipe video. I thought about doing that, or maybe just my favorite fall recipes that are healthier. Granted, Thanksgiving is sacred. Eat the pie, eat your favorite dishes. I am not about an entirely healthy meal. But if you just want a couple of healthy side options, I think that would be a fun video to put together. And speaking of cooking, oh my word, you guys, I'm so excited. Another big update. I'm full of updates today and catch up. I hope that's okay. But our new stove will be in November 6th. It's getting delivered. So not this coming week, but next for me as I'm filming this. And oh, I'm so excited to not only be able to cook, but I'm excited to see it and share it with you guys. It was a bit of a saga. It's a long story. Long story short, we returned the stove we initially bought last February, almost a year ago. They ended up stopped returning our calls. We didn't have any clear timeline. I think we would be waiting forever. So we started the return process. We're in the process of that. And we just bit the bullet and went with a little bit nicer of a brand and ordered one that was in stock, and it's going to be here really soon. So can't wait for you to see it. It looks almost identical to the one we had bought originally, just a different brand. So I'm excited. I'll have to give you a full tour of it here in my next video. I love being able to crank open the windows here in the kitchen. It is glorious. It's been in the 50s this last week during the day. I think our high has been like 59, 60 most days. So that perfect fall weather. We were dipped down into the 30s over the weekend. So I had the fire going during the day, which is so nice. But I love being able to open the windows and open these two doors and have the fire going out on the back porch. We've been watching lots of football and just really trying to soak it all in. I'm using my Norwex cloths. I feel like I'm going to get asked about that in this video because I've been cleaning lots of windows today, which I'm always cleaning windows between kids and dogs, right? But I love these Norwex products. You can actually get them on Amazon, is where I got mine. I have a dozen or so and they work great. So anyway, now I'm actually upstairs in Emma's room, and kind of like our bedroom, it's very minimal still. Just her bedroom furniture from the previous house. She's got her bedding. We haven't really hung up much on the walls, but we're just trying to get a feel. At some point, each of the kids will get like a little room makeover and we'll really plan it out. But for now, I'm not gonna lie, having very minimal bedrooms has been refreshing in the sense that it takes no time at all to clean. And the kids really don't spend a ton of time in their bedrooms. They do a lot of playing in the basement or outside. Maybe when winter rolls around though, that'll change and they'll wanna do up their rooms. But for now, it's been really nice not having it be a big ordeal to have them clean their rooms. Emma's usually really good about keeping her room clean and making her bed every day. She likes that. But the boys I'm still working on. You'll notice here in the boys' room, they don't have any like proper bedding yet. When we had the last house, they had a trundle bed. So the top bed had a quilt, which is on Grayson's bed, and then underneath we just kept sheets and then like a warm fuzzy blanket for Graham. And I hadn't bought bedding yet for their new beds here. Now they have split twin beds. But I actually just bought bedding on Amazon. I found a really cute comforter set for both of them. And so you won't see that today. It hasn't come in the mail yet, but in the next coming videos, I will take you guys back in here and share how their room is looking. But their room is kind of the same. It's just their beds, their main furniture, but we just try to keep it minimal and keep it clean, and it's been so nice. The closets, this is how they look. This is how Emma's closet looks as well, and it's really nice. It's divided between Graham's side, Grayson's side, and for now it's working really, really well. It's still taking time to get used to having so much space. I'm used to like no closets. If you guys can remember the boys' room at our other home, I'm not kidding, the closet was only like 20 inches wide. It was added at some point later on. If you're new here, we moved into our new build, but we were previously in a home built in the 1800s. So closets weren't a thing. And so we're still getting used to having the space, and oh, it's been so nice. But yeah, I always love cleaning their rooms when they're at school. It just, I don't know, makes me think of them, makes me miss them. Sometimes I have them do the actual cleaning, but every once in a while, of course, I like to come in here and give it a good mom clean. That's what I like to call it. But I'm just so thankful for them and their sweet little relationship. They are 5 and 7. And while, of course, they fight and bicker a lot, they play together a lot too. And it's really sweet to watch their relationship blossom. On Thursdays, we host a small group through our church. And so Thursdays are usually kind of my cleaning days. I know I said I don't really have like all day cleaning days very often anymore, and I really don't, but it's the one day a week. It's kind of my source of accountability where I have to make sure the whole house is clean at the same time. Not that it has to be perfect, it definitely doesn't. But it's kind of my one day a week. I check in on the upstairs and just make sure the kids haven't made like a total mess up there. They are typically responsible for cleaning their own bathroom. But I'll come in, and if there's any smudges on the mirrors or if the sinks have toothpaste from that morning or something, I'll make sure it's clean, because there are a slew of kids that come over and they use this bathroom. So that's kind of why I'm tidying it up. But it's been a joy to be able to host again and feel like the kids have space to play, and it's just been fun. Of course, having a loft style upstairs has its moments where it's loud and crazy, and that's okay, that's life. If it gets too loud, then we just send them all down to the basement so we can have our Bible study. But it's been so much fun having people over, and seeing our home used how we envisioned it is such a dream. And I'm just so thankful, and I hope that I continue to feel that way and feel thankful forever. So yeah, it's been really cool. I've been surprisingly happy with the bathroom layout. I was a little nervous when everything was all said and done, but the kids have been using it really well. I know, they're going to get older at some point, and by then hopefully we'll have the basement finished and another bedroom and bathroom down there for one of the kids. But for now, it's working really well that they're young, and they've been doing a really good job of keeping it clean for the most part. I just come in and kind of tidy up on occasion. But upstairs in the loft area, you can see it's bare. We have this chair and a table. I'm thinking about moving one of the desks we have in storage up here so Emma has a desk spot, but for the most part it's totally empty, and we have no plans to really fill it anytime soon. Eventually I would love that little nook to be like a super cozy reading spot, and maybe we'll do built-ins or something cool. But for now, the kids play up here so much, and they love just having the carpet and the free space. There's a big closet up there too. You didn't see it in the shop, but that's what stores pretty much 100% of their toys. fit all in one closet now, which is really nice. People ask me all the time, where are your kids' toys? And they're either upstairs in that closet or down in the basement. They're just that age where they play really well independently, and it's been nice. But the last thing on my list today is vacuum these stairs. And while it might not look like it on camera, it gets so dusty and full of dog hair in every corner. So I just like to come in once a week or so and vacuum and wipe down the treads, and it feels good as new right away. So I'm always thankful to get this chore done. But regardless, this is where I'm leaving you today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of chatty catch-up update. I hope that you got things done in your own home and that it was an encouragement to you. I'll see you guys really soon in my next one. Bye, friends.